Grab your phone, grab some snacks, because what's going on right now is wild. And no, it's not about a bad rap battle or someone tripping on the red carpet. This time, we're talking about a serious betrayal happening in one of hip-hop's most talked about marriages. Papoose, who's always been known for staying loyal, just dropped a huge bomb. And the person in the middle of this mess? His wife, Remy Ma. But wait, it gets crazier. Guess who's somehow involved? Yep, 50 Cent. The king of drama, the expert at getting under people's skin, and a master at making sneaky moves. So, what happens when a loyal man like Papoose finds out his wife has been keeping secrets and possibly dealing with 50 behind his back? And not just any deal, some are saying this was full-on blackmail. Why was Remy hiding things? What does 50 really have on her? And how long has Papoose been sitting on this information, waiting to go public? If you thought their tense face-off during that rap battle was dramatic, this story goes way deeper. Before we go further, let's rewind and see how things got to this point. To really understand the fallout, we need to look back at the foundation of Remy and Papoose's relationship. Their love story was built on loyalty and endurance. Papoose stood by Remy's side while she served 6 years in prison. He didn't leave. In fact, he turned their love into a movement, proof that black love can be strong and unbreakable. Remy came home, picked up her music career, and didn't lose her edge. But even the strongest relationships can have cracks, and this one had some deep ones hidden under the surface. Enter 50 Cent. Known for beefs with everyone from Ja Rule to his own son, 50 is always in the middle of some controversy. But behind all the drama, he's smart and strategic. He's a businessman who knows how to get what he wants, and sometimes, he gets it by holding things over people's heads. Now, let's talk about how Remy allegedly got caught up in his world. According to sources, yes, the kind that talk in DMs and late-night texts, this started when Remy was planning her comeback. After her famous diss track aimed at Nicki Minaj, people were watching her. She had offers. And that's when 50 allegedly stepped in with a business proposal. He offered to help her expand, think TV, more music, maybe even a role in one of his shows. It sounded like a big opportunity, but it wasn't clean. According to those close to the situation, the deal had strings attached. Contracts that didn't include Papoose. Meetings happening behind closed doors. Rumors of Remy taking phone calls late at night and getting into cars with tinted windows, going to quiet meetings in places where she wouldn't be recognized. Now, Papoose isn't the type to just let things slide. He's smart and he pays attention. It didn't take long for him to hear whispers about what was happening. And then came the real shock. He found out 50 had something over Remy. Some say it was old emails. Others think it was a video or documents from a lawsuit that Remy thought was long gone. Some even believe it had to do with a quiet settlement she made just before she started appearing on reality TV. Either way, Papoose didn't find out about any of this from Remy. He heard it from someone in 50's circle who felt guilty. Imagine being the man who stood by your partner through everything, only to find out she may have betrayed you, not just in business, but in trust. At first, Papoose didn't say anything. He kept calm. But when he saw the final piece, allegedly a money transfer using Remy's alias tied to one of 50's companies, that's when he reached his breaking point. Instead of yelling or posting about it on social media, he did something more calculated. He leaked the story anonymously. Soon, multiple gossip blogs and media platforms were buzzing about a blackmail scheme involving a well-known rapper and a former CEO. They didn't mention names, but fans were quick to figure it out. If this isn't about Remy and 50, I'll delete my whole account, one forum post read. And just like that, the internet went wild. People started piecing it all together. They looked back at interviews, old posts, strange public appearances. They noticed how Remy seemed more distant, how Papoose started missing from events where he used to be front and center. It all added up. While this was blowing up online, neither Papoose nor Remy gave an official statement. But insiders say things behind closed doors were tense. Remy felt cornered, and Papoose was done playing nice. It's worth noting that none of this has been confirmed in court, and there's no official proof available to the public yet. But when it comes to hip-hop drama, fans often don't wait for confirmation. The clues were strong, and the reaction was huge. What makes this story even sadder is the fact that Papoose really believed in Remy. He supported her when others didn't. He showed up for her again and again. That's why this betrayal, if true, cuts deep. It wasn't just a broken business agreement, it was a broken bond. As of now, we don't know what the future holds for Remy and Papoose. Will they talk it out? Will they split? And what role will 50 Cent play if this all gets even messy? One thing is for sure, in an industry full of secrets, power moves, and shady deals, this story is far from over. Stay tuned, because the truth has a way of coming out, and when it does, it usually makes a bigger mess than anyone expects. Betrayal, blackmail, and silence, the hip-hop scandal that won't stay buried. Get ready, because this story has everything: secrets, betrayal, and a whole lot of whispers. It's not about petty social media drama or some throwaway diss track. This time, it's deeper. Papoose, known for being one of the most loyal men in hip-hop, dropped a cryptic message that sent the internet into a frenzy, and the target of his words? His wife, Remy. It all started when social media threads blew up with claims that Remy might have been working behind Papoose's back. Reddit forums lit up like wildfire. TikTok creators were dissecting every piece of footage like they were crime scene investigators. People were zooming in on videos, analyzing backgrounds, and enhancing screenshots like it was some FBI investigation. Then Papoose added fuel to the fire. In a now-deleted Instagram story, he wrote, "Loyalty ain't love, it's actions. Y'all keep praising the surface. I lived through the lies." That one sentence was all fans needed. Suddenly, the drama wasn't just internet gossip, it was a full-blown scandal. Rumors flew everywhere. And while Papoose's words left people with more questions than answers, one thing was clear: he was hurt, and it had something to do with trust. But what exactly went down? Some say this wasn't just betrayal, it may have involved blackmail. Allegedly, 50 Cent, the rap mogul known for causing chaos and controlling narratives, was involved. That's right, 50 Cent, the same man who's feuded with rappers, athletes, ex-friends, and even his own family, was rumored to be pulling strings in the background. So how did Remy Ma get tied up in this mess? And did she willingly participate, or was she being forced into something darker? Leaked text messages soon surfaced. While names were blurred, the wording was unmistakable. In one message, allegedly from Remy, it read, "I did what you asked. Don't ever bring that up again. My family can't take another scandal." The response said, "As long as you stick to the plan, we're good. You know what's at stake." These texts changed everything. This wasn't just drama, it looked like blackmail. Fans began questioning if Remy had been manipulated into doing something against her will. And why would 50 Cent, who already has money and influence, even do this? Was it about power? Revenge? Control? That's when things really escalated. Legal experts on YouTube began chiming in. Some started talking about extortion and RICO laws. Bloggers were quick to say that 50 didn't just expose Remy, he owned her, at least in terms of leverage. And if that wasn't crazy enough, just 48 hours after this information started spreading online, it all began to vanish. Entire Reddit threads disappeared. TikTok videos that had gone viral were suddenly gone. Gossip accounts that never take down anything, especially not celebrity scandals, went quiet. One blog even claimed they got a takedown notice from a suspicious legal agency linked to, wait for it, G-Unit Films and Television Incorporated. That's 50 Cent's media company. Why would a media company care about a few text messages, unless those texts were real? Meanwhile, internet detectives dug even deeper. Some claimed to spot a man off camera during one of Remy's Instagram lives, whispering something and quickly ducking away. Fans said it looked like Papoose. Conspiracy theories flew around faster than ever. But then, a new twist dropped. A whistleblower, someone claiming to be a former assistant for one of 50 Cent's top producers, went on Twitter and posted a chilling message. It wasn't business. It was control. She had no way out. "I heard the recordings. You could hear the fear in her voice. This wasn't a deal. It was blackmail. Papoose found out because of me. I'm done staying silent." The account was suspended quickly, but screenshots spread like wildfire. People said these recordings, if they exist, could be proof that Remy was being pressured and threatened, not just being shady. Now the story flipped entirely. This wasn't just a cheating scandal or a broken marriage. People began to see it as a woman possibly being manipulated by